Good reminder that sometimes the swells and waves from hurricanes can go a long ways away from where the storm is.
Right. Yeah.
Ernesto actually made an official landfall on Bermuda, so that was off the coast of North Carolina that you saw that video. So big footprints, especially when it comes to the wave and swell action from sometimes very distant storms. All right, let me go back over to the wall where I wasn't supposed to be earlier. Take a look at NBC2 First Alert Live Doppler radar. Things are pretty quiet across backyards in Fort Myers and Cape Coral, and that really is the case right now up and down our coastal areas from Charlotte and through Collier County. The majority of the showers and thunderstorms that are still popping right now are well to the east of the interstate, and for the most part that's where the majority of any new showers or thunderstorms will be for the rest of the night tonight. As you'll notice, there's a pretty punchy thunderstorm over Lake Okeechobee just outside of Clewiston, but a lapse of the radar over the past hour shows it is making pretty good progress pulling away from Clewiston, so the worst of the weather with that one is headed over toward areas of Palm Beach County. Now, we do have some leftover cloud cover in areas like Fort Myers and Cape Coral from the showers and thunderstorms earlier today, as we are in a bit of a topsy-turvy weather pattern. You know, oftentimes we assume the showers and thunderstorms will always come in the afternoon. Well, that's not the case when the winds are onshore. More often than not, in the summertime, our prevailing winds are from the southeast, and when that happens, it collides with the sea breeze, which forms in the afternoon. That then typically means the widest coverage of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon hours in the summertime pop up mostly after lunch. But on occasion, when we have fronts, or troughs as they're sometimes called in the world of weather, moving across the eastern half of the United States, it changes up the wind direction over top of the Florida Peninsula. So instead of having the prevailing winds out of the southeast, they instead come from the southwest. That pushes our sea breeze to move onshore much earlier in the day, and is why, like we had this morning and why we'll have tomorrow morning, another opportunity for some coastal showers and thunderstorms very early in the day. In fact, some of these may pop up during your morning drive to work and school early tomorrow, as we'll have the best chance of showers and thunderstorms west of Interstate 75 in the first half of the day, and then everyone will have at least the opportunity as we move throughout the second half of the afternoon for a shower or a rumble of thunder. Here's how Futurecast tries to paint out the widest coverage of rainforest tomorrow. And again, I'll say, if you live west of the interstate, it's fair game for some showers and thunderstorms before lunchtime. This forecast model here shows pretty decent coverage of rain between 8 and 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Now, once we get after lunchtime, the winds being from the southwest normally push the widest coverage of some big thunderstorms over toward the other side of the state, and then leaves our coastal zones with more or less of an isolated shower and thunderstorm opportunity. So if you take a look at the regional futurecast for our area on Tuesday, again, early in the day, it's primarily up against the coastline west of Interstate 75 where the best chance will be. So Naples, Rotunda, Sanibel, Cape Coral, all those neighborhoods have a pretty good chance of at least a few showers or thunderstorms early in the day. Then as that southwest wind continues after lunchtime, the big showers and thunderstorms go over to the other side of the state, while we watch the risk of at least a few isolated rumbles of thunder to move in from the Gulf of Mexico as we move throughout the second half of the day. Though we will be tracking some thunderstorms this week, we will not be tracking much with the tropics. Hurricane Ernesto, for its part, is still doing its thing off the Canadian Maritime provinces, but outside of Ernesto, there's no name systems on the board, and right now there's really not anything major showing any signs of organization. So it looks like at least through the weekend, we will have nothing to worry about when it comes to the tropics, which is a lot to ask for in August, but that's what we've got coming up. So yes, we'll be a little active when it comes to shower and thunderstorms in the morning all the way through Thursday, but no concerns tropical weather-wise, at least in our area, through the upcoming weekend.